Assalamualaikum my dear student, how are you? Hope all are you fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to our NIEVS home school. This is Sonia Joya, assistant teacher of English, National Idol English version school morning shift. Today I am going to take Bangladesh and Global Studies class for the student of 9th class student, and our today's topic is Chapter-3 section 3.1 discussion. Look at the board student. Our today's topic is Chapter-3 section 3.1 discussion, and lecture number 4, and your homework number is number 3. So my dear students, let's start out today's topic. Chapter 3, the solar system and the earth. Chapter 3, the chapter name is the solar system and the earth. The earth is surrounded by the limitless space. This space includes the stars, galaxy, nebula, comet, planet, minor planets or satellite, aerolites and other luminaries. The solar system or the solar family consists of the sun and its planets, minor planets, asteroids, countless comets and innumerable aerolites together. The sun is the regulator of all planets and the minor planets of the solar system. The solar system is very small in comparison with the vastness of the universe, and the earth is smaller too. So my dear students, the sun is the regulator of all the planets and the minor planets of the solar system. So we know that sun is the main of the solar system. Then section 3.1, the solar system. The sun is the center point of the solar system. We know that sun is the center point of the solar system. There are 8 planets, more than 100 satellites, planets, thousands of asteroids and millions of comets in the solar system. So there are 8 planets in our solar system. So sun is the center point of the solar system and there are 8 planets in the solar system. Now we know about the sun. The sun is the regulator of all planets and minor planets or satellites existing in the solar system. It is a bright star. It is greater than the earth by 1300,000 fold. So we know that the sun is greater than the earth by 1300,000 fold. The earth is away from the sun by approximate 150 million kilometers. It is about 1384,000 kilometers in the width. The temperature of its surface is 57,000 degrees Celsius. The sun has neither any hard nor any liquid substance. The sun comprises of 55% of hydrogen and 44% of helium and 1% of the other gases. Here we know that the sun comprises of 55% of hydrogen, 44% of helium and 1% of other gases. So this is very important. Under the atomic energy generation process, hydrogen existing in the sun transforms into helium gas and energy is being generated from this gas in a continuous process. Again I am saying this line. Under the atomic energy generation process, hydrogen existing in the sun transforms into helium gas and energy is being generated from this stage. So hydrogen transforms into helium gas and energy is being generated from this gas in a continuous process. The sun revolves on its own axis in about 25 days. So sun revolves on axis about 25 days. This is also very important. So sun revolves its own axis in about 25 days. This is the figure of the solar system. Here is the sun and there are other planets. We know later we know about these planets. The planet, the luminaries influenced by the gravitation revolve around the sun in the space through certain orbits maintaining a particular duration are called planets. So this is the definition of planets. What is called planets? This is the definition of planets. The luminaries influenced by their gravitation revolve around the sun in the space through certain orbits maintaining a particular duration are called planets. So this is very important for you, dear student. The number of planets in the solar is 8. The number of planets in the solar is 8. The planets are namely Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. These 8 are planets of the solar system. Here is the figure, there is 8 planets. Then so start Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun and the smallest planet in the solar system. So Mercury is the closest and the smallest planet in the solar system. Its diameter is 4085 kilometers and its weight is 3/50 of the Earth. It orbits the sun once in about 88 Earth days. The average distance of it from the sun is 5.8 crore kilometers. It has no satellites. Mercury's surface area is 74,80,000 square kilometers. So my dear students, you have to memorize that Mercury has no satellite. It's very important. Mercury has no satellite. Then Venus. Venus is the closest to the Earth and its position is the second from the sun. So Venus is the closest to the Earth and its second position from the sun. And it is 10.8 crore kilometer away from the sun and only 4.2 crore kilometer from the Earth. We find it in the western sky as the evening star and at dawn as Vesper in the eastern sky. It orbits the sun once in 225 Earth days. It has no satellites. So my students, you know that Venus has also no satellites. The sun rises and sets twice a year in its sky. So the sun sets and rises twice in a year in its sky. Acid rain showers due to the dense cloud of carbon dioxide in its planet. In this planet, acid rains also occur. Acid rain also occur due to the carbon dioxide. The surface area is 46 crore 2,30,000 square kilometers and diameter is 12,104 kilometers. Then come the Earth, Venus, then Earth. The Earth is the third closest planet to the sun. So Earth is the third closest planet to the sun. It has an area of 51 crore 1,422 square kilometer. Its diameter is for 12,752 kilometer in the east, west and 12,709 kilometer in the north, south. The average distance of the Earth from the sun is 150 million kilometer. It orbits the sun once in 365 days. So Earth orbits sun once in 365 days. Again I am saying the Earth orbits sun once in 365 days, means 1 year. The average temperature of the surface of the Earth is 13.90 degrees Celsius. Then the average distance of the Earth from the moon is 3,81,500 kilometers. It orbits the Earth once in 29 days and 12 hours. So it orbits the Earth once in 29 days for 12 hours. Okay, then Mars. After the Earth stands close to the Sun by distance. Mars, after the Earth stands close to the Sun by distance, its average distance from the Sun is 22.8 crore kilometer and 7.8 kilometer from the Earth. Its diameter is 6,779 kilometer. It has an area of 14 crore 47 lakh 98,500 square kilometer. It takes 687 days to orbit the Sun, and it orbits once on its own axis in 24 hours and 37 minutes. It has two tiny natural satellites, Deimos and Phobos. So it has two natural satellites, Deimos and Phobos. So it is very important, students. So you have to memorize these two satellites named Deimos and Phobos. Asteroid. Numerous small planets are orbiting together in between Mars and Jupiter. A luminary with a diameter less than 1.6 km to 805 km is called asteroid. So come Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet of the solar system. So Jupiter is the largest planet. Which is the largest planet? So Jupiter is the largest planet of the solar system. It has an area of 6,141 crore 90 lakh square kilometer. Its diameter is 1,39,822 kilometer. It is about 77.8 crore kilometer away from the Sun. Jupiter orbits the Sun once in 12 years and on its own axis in 9 hours and 53 minutes. So Jupiter orbits the Sun once in 12 years and axis in 9 hours and 53 minutes. It has 67 satellites, of which Ganymede, Callisto, Io and Europa are the most important. These are the most important satellites of Jupiter. Ganymede, Callisto, Io and Europa are the most important satellite of Jupiter. So and it has 67 satellites. So Jupiter has 67 satellites. Ganymede, Callisto, Io, Europa are the most important satellite. Then Saturn. Saturn is the second largest planet. We know that Jupiter is the largest planet. So first largest planet is Jupiter and second largest planet is Saturn. So Saturn is the second largest planet. It has area of 4,270 crore square kilometer and diameter is 1,16,464 kilometer. It is 143 crore kilometer away from the Sun. It orbits the Sun once in 29 years and 5 months and on its own axis once in 10 hours 40 minutes. So it orbits, Saturn orbits Sun once in 29 years and 5 minutes and axis once in 10 hours 40 minutes. It possesses an atmosphere containing mixture of hydrogen and helium, methane and ammonia gases. It has 62 satellites, of which is Capitals, Tethys, Hua, Titan, Enceladus, etc. So Saturn has 62 satellites and these are the most important satellites of Saturn. Uranus. Uranus is 287 crore kilometers away from the Sun. It orbits the Sun once in 84 years. Its average diameter is about 49,000 kilometers. It has 27 satellites. So, Uranus has 27 satellites, of which the largest ones are Mirinda, Ariel, Oberon, Titania, etc. So, Mirinda, Ariel, Oberon and Titania are the largest satellite of Uranus. These four are the largest satellite of Uranus. Then Neptune. Neptune's diameter is 49,244 kilometers. It is 450 crore kilometers away from the Sun. It has an area of 1,761 crore 83 lakh square kilometers. It orbits the Sun once in 165 years. So, Neptune orbits the Sun once in 165 years. It has 14 satellites. So, Neptune has 14 satellites. Triton and Nereid are its significant satellites. So, my student, Triton and Nereid are its most significant satellites. Neptune is accompanied in its orbits by a number of minor planets termed Neptune Trojans. So, then come the causes for habitation of living beings in the planet Earth. Invisible gaseous covering is called the atmosphere of Earth, which is implicated in the surface of the Earth being attracted by the gravity and being rotated along with the Earth. Nitrogen and oxygen have supremacy in the atmosphere. Oxygen is a must for all kinds of creatures. The atmosphere plays a vital role in order to help all creatures in the Earth. The atmospheric boundary between the troposphere and the stratosphere is called tropopause. So, the atmospheric boundary between the troposphere and stratosphere is called tropopause. Ozone gas possesses a level in the atmosphere known as ozone level. Its depth is 12 to 16 kilometers. So, ozone gas depth is 12 to 16 kilometers. The average temperature on the surface is 13.90 degrees Celsius. So, you have to memorize that the average temperature of Earth's surface is 13.90 degrees Celsius. Its surface possesses sufficient water. That is why the humans and animals can live comfortably on the Earth. Then come interior structure of the Earth. Interior structure of the Earth. The geologists have divided interior structure of the Earth into three layers. The interior structure of the Earth divided into three layers on the basis of the velocity and nature of seismic wave of interior of Earth. These three layers are core, mantle and crust. So, the interior structure of Earth is divided into three layers: core, mantle and crust. Core. On the Earth's center, there is a spherical object having 3,486 km radius. This spherical object is defined as core. Specific gravity of this layer is 10 to 13.6. So, specific gravity of this layer is 10 to 13.6 and it is 10 by 12 times dense more than the water and 2 times than the earth. The outer portion of the core is near about 2,270 km and it is mainly composed of iron and nickel. So, core is composed iron and nickel. So here the figure of the interior structure of the earth. First one is upper surface is crust, middle surface is mantle and lower surface is core. Mantle. This layer contains heavy metals like silicon and magnesium. It composed of basalt like materials. It is called basalt region. This layer is also named as shima because of its composition of silicon and magnesium. So this layer is named as shima because composition of silicon and magnesium. Then crust. The upper part of the mantle is called crust. This one is crust. Upper part is crust, middle part is mantle and first part is or lower part is core. The upper part of the mantle is called crust. It is composed of various rocks and minerals. So it is composed of rocks and minerals. Its depth is considered up to 30 to 64 km. The mentionable elements of this layer are oxygen, silicon, aluminium, iron, calcium, sodium, potassium. It is mentionable that silicon and aluminium are abundant at this layer. That is why this layer is called shale. Why it is called shale? Because of silicon and aluminium are abundant at this layer, so it is called shale. So my dear student, your homework number is 3 and your homework will 5 MCQ. From this section 3.1, you will make 5 MCQ and submit on Saturday 9 AM to 3 PM. So my dear student, I hope all of you have understood today's topic. We'll do your homework. See you again inshallah.